Hey there, church. It's good to be back home after a few weeks away. We had Strider at doggy camp, and it's good to be back home with Strider. You know, it was kind of a thrill for him to come out, and his ears went back, and his tail was wagging. He was so happy to see us, and it was also a thrill to hear the people at the boarding place say, "Oh, Strider," when we said that we were there to pick him up, because he had obviously made friends and just had a great time with the other dogs. And this is just such a sign that we are made for relationship. We're made for a relationship with one another. I'm really going to look forward to being with you in worship, online and in person. We're made for relationship with creation, with animals. I so enjoy the relationship that we had with the beach, with the ocean. For me, there is nothing like swimming in the ocean and feeling the aliveness of the ocean and being just in the thick of it. We are relational beings, and that has so much to do with what fall tends to be like in the church. We are blessed this fall to be able to come back and have hopefully continue to have an easier time of relationship in our gatherings. We are looking forward to putting out a publication that shares some of the ways that people are gathering in groups. We have some new groups forming this fall. We have some existing groups that have, some of them been going on for 10 plus years, that are open to people coming into them afresh. Something that we are going to be urging is that in addition to our gathering for worship, all of us make a point to intentionally gather with a group of people from the church, or maybe it's a group of people from your neighborhood. But anyway, to gather and really practice relationship together. That's at the heart of our vision, sharing relationships. And do it conscious that as we're in relationship with one another, we are together in relationship with Jesus. And part of the way that we grow in relationship with Jesus is by being together in his presence. It's no accident that Jesus didn't call people just to individual journeys. Jesus called disciples to share in a journey together. And then Paul said that we are God's body. There are no solo followers of Jesus. Following Jesus is something that's done in relationship, and we grow best when we are real with one another and share life together as Jesus followers. Some of the ways that we'll be working on that is with Sunday school. We are developing plans for how kids will come back for Sunday school. And we continue to search for an organist. And the timeline is to have a new organist for when we move back into the building more full-time at the start of the fall season. One of the really important relational communities in the church is our leadership bodies, the session and the deacons and the groups, the committees that are part of their leadership life. So you may have heard that the nominating committee is doing its work. You are invited with this Eupdate to offer the names of those that you think would make effective leaders in Christ Church at this time. On the session and on the Board of Deacons, we're going to have paper nominations forms in the bulletin to fill out this Sunday. The church is blessed with leaders who really want us to live our vision to the full, loving God, sharing relationships, serving others from the heart of Christ. And I encourage you to ask, how is God leading you to be part of how the church is exploring this and discovering it in new ways for the world that we have in front of us? Friends, the world that is in front of us is not the same as the world that's behind us, but it is this world that God calls us to live into as disciples of Jesus. So let's gather together. Let's be his people. I look forward to sharing relationship with you, loving God in worship with you this Sunday, and serving with you from the heart of Christ.